Happy Friday, everybody. Appliance guy Picker back. Headed to another one. And I wanted to respond or make some comments about a video I watched on YouTube by Samurai Appliance Repairman. And he asked in the video something to the effect of, what is one of your rules of how you run your business and how you conduct your business? And I have a lot of them that I go by, but I wanted to talk about one. And I responded in his video what mine was. And the answer or the thing I run my business by is the golden rule. And the golden rule is very simple. Hopefully you were taught it when you were little. But that's do unto others as you would have others do unto you. I don't know the exact scripture from the Bible. Actually, the samurai responded back with the exact scripture, so good job, samurai. But whether you're a Bible believer or not, or you're a whatever you are, whatever faith you may be, the golden rule is a great rule to live your life by. It's a great rule to run your business by. I almost named my business Golden Rule Appliance, but then I went with the appliance guy. But I'm not one to go out and push my beliefs down people's throat while I'm on the job. But I am a believer, and I do run my business to a standard that I believe that God would want me to run it like. And that's why I base everything I do off the golden rule. And basically how I do things and how I was taught to run a business was to be a decent human being first and a businessman second. I see a lot of guys on these Facebook pages and these different blogs, technicians, and the way they talk, all they care about is the money. All they care about is making money, and they will cheat and lie and deceive their customers just to make a buck. And I'm here to tell you today that's no way to run a business. And you might make tons of money doing it that way. But you know what? There's more to life than just making money. I'm a firm believer that you reap what you sow. So you going out there and you run a shady business and you deceive people and you take advantage and you do things that you wouldn't want done to you, I guarantee it's going to come back to you, if not in this lifetime, in another. So I just encourage you, if you're watching this video and you're thinking about starting a business, have some sort of moral compass. Don't just, it's not always business. What can I do to better myself and my business and make money? Sometimes you got to take a loss. I've taken plenty of losses because it was the right thing to do. Something doesn't go right. You get a call back and it turns out whatever you didn't fix it, and you got to go back and it needs more parts or this, that, and the other. Just treat the customer like you would want to be treated. Put yourself in the customer's shoes and think to yourself, what would I want? How would I want to be treated in this circumstance? And that doesn't just go for the customer. That goes for everything. That goes for your relationships with the network you have with your supply house and with the warranty companies and the manufacturers and the technicians that are in your field around you. Don't do them dirty. That's not right. And I'm not the, perfect example of Jesus or anything like that. Far from it. I'm a sinner saved by grace. But I will say this: I try to live my life and run my business by the golden rule. I got plenty of baggage. I got plenty of stuff that I'm working on, but I try to do people right, and you know what? It pays off in the long run. You might lose a few bucks here and there, but you know what? You'll gain more customers. When you do that customer right, and you do right by that customer, they're going to remember it. They're going to say, you know what? That appliance guy, he's all right. He could have charged us for that extra part, or he could have charged us for both of those parts when we only needed one. But he didn't. So, a couple of things I do to kind of enforce that into my business is when I fix your appliance, it costs you the same amount of money. If I have to go and get parts or come back another day, it costs the customer the same amount of money as if I had the part the very first day I went out. So I don't charge an extra trip fee. I don't charge any extra money for having to come back. That's not the customer's fault that you didn't have the part on your truck. It's not the customer's fault that I didn't have what needed, what the, machine needed. It's not technically my fault either, but I think about it this way. I want to charge the customer as if I went out there the first time. They already got to wait longer, which stinks for them. So that's one thing I do. I charge the customer as if I came out and it was a first call complete. I don't believe in paying extra to come back. And if what you do doesn't fix it, and you have a warranty on your call, which you should have a warranty on your call, when you come back, they shouldn't have to pay again for you to come back. They shouldn't have to pay an extra service call. If anything, they should have to pay a little bit of labor and anything above and beyond what the original part was. So let's say you went out and you put a $50 water valve on it and it didn't fix it. And then come to find out it was a filter head assembly. I'm just giving an example. And you misdiagnosed it. And let's say the water valve was $50 and your filter head assembly was $85. Well, they've already spent $50 on the water valve. You'd charge them $35 plus maybe $20 labor to come out and fix it. So they'd be paying for the rest of the filter head assembly. And you're going to have to either take that water valve off and put it back on your truck and put their original back on because there was nothing wrong with it to begin with. Or you're just going to have to eat it and move on to the next one. That's the right thing to do. Now, you may think that it's not, but I truly believe it is. I think it's the proper thing to do in business. And it goes with a lot of things. A lot of these home warranty guys that do work for home warranty, like American Home Shield and Cross Country and all them, Choice and all that. I hear about them, ordering extra parts and ordering parts they don't need to stock on their truck. There's a word for that. It's called stealing. It's called taking something that doesn't belong to you. And that's not okay, in my opinion. That's not right. So if you want to do shady stuff like that, it's completely up to you. But I'm just giving you my 2 cents on it. I think it's shady. I think it's underhanded. And I think if you do those type of practices, it's going to come back to you. You wouldn't want your employee or a tech that you trained taking your parts off of your van at night and running off and doing side jobs and making money off of your parts. So don't do that to the home warranty companies. I know they make millions of dollars, but that's beside the point. It's about your character. That's what it's about. It's not about whether or not the home warranty company can afford it. Of course they can. They're making millions. But it's about your character and the type of person you choose to be as a business owner. And if you're a technician, don't do shady stuff to the company you work with. Don't be that guy that's out there moonlighting, running service calls in the evening, taking parts off of your employer's truck and using them on jobs. That's shady. And if you are, be honest with be like, hey man, I got a side job and I'd like to, run it. My buddy needs his refrigerator fixed. You mind if I, take the van over and give him a cut or something, or do them right. Just do right by people. Be a human being first and a businessman second. Now, a lot of you guys out there are going to disagree and say, oh no, this is business. You got to get what you can and yada, yada, yada. And it's all about the mighty dollar. It's not all about the mighty dollar. Money is just a means to take care of your family and do the things that got to be done and pay the bills. That's what That's what money's about. There's a whole lot more to life than money. But if that's all you care about, and that's all you're out here for is just to make money and get over on people and deceive people, then you're not gonna. You might have a financially successful business, but at the end of the day, you're a shady business person. So you got to ask yourself. You got to say, do I want to be a business person that's doing shady stuff and getting over on people, or do I want to be a honest business person that has integrity and character, and people know that I'll do right by them? That's what I want. I want people to know that, hey, even if TK has to come out 3 times to fix it, he's gonna fix it and he's gonna do right by me. So that's my golden rule, and that's what I say is the number one thing in my business. The golden rule: treat others the way you want to be treated. And this goes for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian, a Buddhist, a Muslim, a Hindu, or an atheist. No matter what your faith is, you don't want people to do wrong to you, so don't do wrong to others. So hopefully this helps somebody out there. You will get the opportunities to get over on people in the business world, especially in the service industry. You'll get a chance to, overcharge people and deceive people and do all kinds of shady stuff. But just think, is that how I would like to be treated? Is that the way you want someone to treat you when they come to your house to provide a service? I don't think so. So think about that. Hopefully this helps somebody. And hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. It's Friday. Warming up a little bit. It's supposed to be spring out here, but I don't see much spring weather. We had snow yesterday here in Richmond, so hope you guys have a great day. I just missed my turn, so that's awesome. I'm going to turn around and do what you do it. But, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. If you disagree with this and you think that it's all about money and I'm crazy, hey, tell me in the comments. I'd love to discuss how getting over on people and being shady and doing shady stuff is cool with you. Because no matter what, you're wrong. It's not cool. It's not okay. But either way, you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm not going to have any hate or ought towards you for having it. But at the end of the day, how do you want to be treated? So, like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one. God bless.